begin the Great Lakes Cantata, I'd like to introduce and invite composer Gwyneth Walker to give you some words about the piece that she commissioned for us. Gwen?
Hi, I'm Gwyneth Walker. I'm a composer from New England. I am not a native of Toledo. Rick contacted me a number of years ago to ask if I would be interested in writing a special work for the centennial of your chorus. And firstly, I just want to say I'm so pleased and so honored to have been doing this work. You have a wonderful chorus, and not every community has a chorus like the Toledo. How many are in the chorus and how many support it and how devoted. Some of these people have been in this chorus almost from the centennial. Now then, when Rick asked me to write a piece for the group, we did not have a topic in mind. He had some, and I don't know how this came to me, but I said, how about something about the Great Lakes? And he said, well, that's a good idea. This was not something that had occurred to either of us. Then I realized I really didn't even know what the Great Lakes, I did not know what the 5 Great Lakes were, being a New Englander. So I learned about that, and I will tell you how I learned about it with this piece. But I found some poems. In fact, there are a lot of poems about your lakes, many by Canadian poets. So there was no problem finding text for this. That's the first thing. I'm also going to explain that there are 7 movements, and that's not because I did not understand that there are 5 Great Lakes. But that of the 5, I have a prologue, beginning, and an epilogue at the end. So that makes the 7. Then to help me remember where I was, I decided to set these new pieces geographically from east to west. So you will see that, and I have Ontario, Erie, Huron, Michigan, and Superior. It's hard for me to remember that. Each lake has its own song, and of the songs, each one has a different character. I tried to have some variety there. I was told in no uncertain terms that there had to be a storm on Lake Erie. So when we get to that movement, there will be a stormy beginning. I was just trying to see where the tam-tam is. This will be the storm. Thank you, that was very subtle. That was the storm. So when we get to Erie waters, you'll get to that one. So remember, the prologue is just talking about love of lakes. The second movement, by Ontario Shore, Walt Whitman wrote a poem of his musings, his thoughts on Lake Ontario Shore. He was a real egomaniac, that's all I can tell you. It was all he was telling about, what he was thinking about, has nothing to do with Ontario. So, Lake Ontario. So I selected some of the names of the cities as a kind of refrain from the chorus. Rochester, Syracuse. I put that in there because otherwise he's just saying, while by Lake Ontario, comma, I thought, I imagined. So you'll get his thoughts, but they are quite somber, and they're about democracy, so that's very timely. Lake Huron. Well, I didn't find any poems about it, but I looked on the map. There are certainly an awful lot of islands in the middle of Lake Huron. So I went alphabetically through them all and put them with rhythms, and some of them are very funny. And some of them are quite odd, you know, middle duck. And then somebody named it Island Number 8. And there's a special one at the end, our soloist will tell us. Songs from the Shore, Carl Sandburg, Lake Michigan. So these are more intimate, and we have soloists. We have a romantic couple by the shore. Lake Superior. Ta-da! I've been to Lake Superior, and that is majestic. So that just has that one feeling, and then there's an epilogue about our love. I wrote these songs first with piano accompaniment, and we rehearsed some, and then I added the orchestration, and we were about to rehearse and put everything together 2 years ago. But now we're doing this here for you, and thank you to Cecilia, our concertmaster, for getting these wonderful players, and they really were very sensitive in blending. I've really never heard this other than rehearsal, so I'm going to sit right there and evaluate if I like it. So I hope you do.